Are you looking for a middle school economics program that will teach your child what they really need to know about money? Maybe you're looking for an introduction to economics that is approachable and easy to use at home. Well, if that's the case, I am so excited about Mr. D Math's Junior Economics curriculum. We discovered this recently and I've been using it with my son, and it has been a fantastic resource. Mr. D Math's Junior Economics curriculum is for grades 5 through 8, and it has 32 weeks of self-paced lessons that go through all of the basics of economics and of money for kids. So here's why we love this curriculum in our homeschool. So the first thing that I love about junior economics from Mr. D Math is the fact that my son can use this curriculum completely independently. If you know Mr. D, you know that he is really big on raising independently responsible learners. Those are kids that can learn on their own independently and that take responsibility for their own learning. And I love the way that this curriculum is set up to encourage that in our kids. So not only is my son learning about economics, he's also learning some really important lessons in independent learning. Everything takes place within the curriculum dashboard, so when it's time for him to get started with his economics lesson, all we need to do is log in and everything is laid out right there for him. The lessons are set up so that he can't move on to the next lesson until he's completed the current lesson, and that little bit of extra focus really helps him to be able to know exactly what lesson he needs to be on at any given time. I also love, as a busy homeschool parent, the fact that I don't have to do any of the lesson planning or preparation for these lessons. Everything is all planned out and ready to go in the dashboard, so all we have to do is log on and hit play. I love that I don't even have to do the grading. All of the quizzes are graded automatically, so my son gets instant feedback and he doesn't have to wait for me to be available to grade his quiz. This is so easy to use, and I love that for homeschool families. I also love how easy it is to fit in the junior economics curriculum into our busy schedule. So all of the lessons are very short and they're self-paced, which means that he can complete the lesson online whenever he wants to. There is no requirement to be at a live class at a certain time. I love that he can move as fast as or as slow as he wants to as well, so he can work through the lessons at his own pace. Each of the lessons are short and to the point. The lessons always begin with a short video from the teacher, and she talks through some of the main concepts that kids need to know, but in a way that they can understand it. It's all explained at their level, which is really great. And then after that video, there's always some sort of an assignment for him to do. Many of these are printable assignments where he can print out a worksheet and go through that activity together to be able to really understand what he has learned in the lesson. And then each lesson ends with a quiz. And these are a really great way just to check and make sure that kids are understanding the material before they move on to something new. And they are all self-graded, so they'll get instant feedback on those results. I think my favorite part of the Mr. D Math Junior Economics curriculum, though, is how practical it is. I was really looking for a curriculum that would focus more on practical aspects of using money and handling money that my son would need to know as a teenager versus a curriculum that was getting into the theory of economics and how and why economies work. And this curriculum totally fits that bill. So the lessons are super practical, and they're things that kids will actually need to know how to do. Things like how to open a bank account and handle things at a bank, or how to write a check, or how to apply for a job and then interview, or what to do, how to make a budget. So I love that these lessons are so practical and just so applicable to real life experiences that my son is going to have. And I love that we can learn about these important life milestones from the context of this curriculum before my son goes out and experiences them, so that when it comes time to write a check or to open a bank account, he'll know exactly what to expect. So if you're looking for an introduction to economics for your child that really helps them to understand the practical side of money and handling money as an adult, and something that's really easy to implement in your homeschool, I would highly recommend Mr. D Math Junior Economics. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video to where you can learn more about junior economics and get a copy for your child.